Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. Tulsa will kick off and will get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football. It could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket breaking down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tulsa's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. They'll try the run, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Wide open downfield. There he goes to the right. Inside the touchdown, Tulsa. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Here's the handoff. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's caught. It's small. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Snares it outside. It's Powell.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
Got it in the middle. It's small. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He wants to change this route. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. Still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to slam it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Got room at the 35. Hits the afterburners. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Number 21.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Tulsa wasting no time.
Talk about having yards. Look out.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Breaks into the open. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a three-star wide receiver, verbal. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Got it in the middle. It's Penny. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. He got it. Works his way to the 50. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Tulsa, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make some...
Turning it on! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulsa got it rolling on the ground with the last play. Let's see if they go back to it. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Golden Hurricane needing a huge chunk play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's small. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
Man, you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Got his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you'll never complain.
On 3rd and... Trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like,
breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Long incompletions. Okay, we got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. All by himself. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this 2nd half.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be quick.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
He's out of bounds.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Tagged out of the air. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot, work in the middle of the field, and you know how fast he is. You just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Good timing on the quick out. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fakes to grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 21 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Trying to barge their way in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Takes the easy completion. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off-play action. Quarterback moving. That's caught. It's Powell. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He picks it up, still on his feet. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense.
You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working.
Good enough for first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Tulsa wasting no time. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Golden Hurricane needing a huge chunk play to convert on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Set to kick this one away.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's small. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owl! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. They're working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Tulsa wasting no time. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Tulsa. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Backed up now, here's second and long. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
In this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. It's small. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having